This is just a huge honor for us. Speak for me and my family and my children. Um, Biggest honor. We're so grateful.
So many folks invested feelings into her that were not really connected to her. They were connected to their sort of perception of who she should be, not even who she was, but who she should be. And again, I think that that's one of the things that comes out in her music, but also just in the way that she negotiated the public legacy of her family and took a really important role in trying to secure financially and culturally that legacy.
So today, he would have been 88 years old. It's hard to believe. And I think that he would be proud. I think this year has been an incredible year. I think the movie was incredible. And I'm very proud of it. I hope you guys are too.
There's always seems to be a kind of tragic poetry when these kinds of situations. And one of them with her was that she had just been thanked at the Globes and all of this. And regardless of your feelings about the Elvis movie or about any of that, I think him doing that really signaled that she has been someone who has been very, very active in trying to keep the 21st century legacy and the business alive, including, securing a multinational corporation to take, like all of that. The note, Graceland is really a product of Priscilla Presley's work, and I think Lisa Marie has took up that role in a way that, again, really conflicts with a kind of simple idea of just this sort of, famous rich girl who was loved by her parents and then became a tabloid whatever. She's gonna get in the door because of who she is. But I think one of the things that makes her so interesting too is that her public persona, by the point she's making records, is also, there's scandal, and there is this perception of her as being, and again, there was a lot of really sexist stuff said about Lisa Marie Presley. And when she was connected to Michael Jackson, it got real racist too. And there was this rhetoric of her as this tarnished and tainted and fallen and all of this. And her music her music has to engage with that too. And she does it in a way that is saying, my life has not been perfect and I've had these things, some of which people know about. But I'm not just, I am who I am, and I'm also going to be who I am.
I feel that he would have been proud, but I think that he also would have understood sort of the path that I had to lead to find myself here. Like the first two albums needed their place, just because I needed to know that I had my own audience. I needed to find my own kind of voice and try on different things for myself. I think he would have understood the path. Because I know that instinctively he was also, as incredible as he was a little bit rebellious, because you had to be in order to do what he did, the way he did it. And I think that he would have understood my, trying to sort of find my place.
I think that the being slightly older is important. Also being so well known. I mean, to think of someone putting out a debut album at that point, being given how famous she was, and trying to kind of, for whatever reason or with whatever approach, kind of stake an artistic claim, is a really complicated. I mean, there are very few people I can think of who had to do what she did, which is come out of not only being the Presley's daughter, but being Michael Jackson's ex-wife and being a mother and being in the public eye as long and as complicatedly as she was. She does have, particularly on the last album and throughout, she was kind of moving into a little bit more of what we might call an Americana space, which makes a lot of sense. T-Bone Burnett produces her last album. And I think she also recognized that there was a potential audience there that was interested in kind of her orientation as a songwriter. That's a really important thing about Lisa Marie Presley, is that her dad was not a songwriter, right? Like her dad, Elvis Presley, did not release his own material. And I'm not saying that to say he was less than, but it is really interesting that the songwriter in the family is her.